Good morning, pets, bitches, and losers, and all you beautiful doms and loyal subs and wherever you fall in. How the fuck is everybody? It is cold. It is cold in the ATL. I know most of you, though, up north, you're getting slammed by some snow. Sorry about that. That sucks. I lived in New York for 10 years, and that was one of the biggest things I hated, was dealing with the 6-month-long fucking winters. Anywho, I got some shit to talk about. I want to try to get to two things, so let me get my thoughts straight. One, I don't know, and I'm not trying to be shady. I'm not trying to, school any people or, I just am honestly trying to tell you my method to my madness when it comes to BDSM, Femdom, especially online stuff, okay? So, I'm not trying to hate on anybody, but, my words might at some point sound a little harsh, and I don't mean it to sound harsh. I'm just kind of fucking telling it how I feel it is, okay? So I'm not hating on anybody, so nobody get their fucking panties in a wad if you're watching this. So there was a girl on Twitter, another dom, who had said something to the effect that she sees where other doms post that they don't follow their subs. They don't follow back subs on Twitter. I was like, yeah, I don't. And then, I was going to go make a comment, and I was reading the comments, and I think there were a couple girls talking about I just feel like that's so rude and blah, blah, blah. And it's listen, I get it. If that's what you guys want to do, then so be it. And I commented, I was like, yeah, I'm one of them. And here's the thing. I'm going to say this for the girls out there that may not fucking agree with me, and the subs out there that may not understand. I have gone over this before, but here is the main reason I do not follow subs. Some of these bitches out there are thirsty. And I'm not saying any of the girls that commented on this post are any of those girls. They're not. But some literally will troll your subs and try to fucking, harass them and be like, pay me, bitch, and all this other stuff. It's bullshit. So that is my main reason why I do not follow subs. I follow one retweet sub, and I used to follow other retweet subs, but that's another thing. I admire you girls that sit there and you fucking get out there and get it retweeted and everything like that. I can't fucking remember half the fucking doms I follow's names, let alone retweet subs. So I just stick to one retweet sub, Chucky, who I know is just a fucking awesome dude, and he doesn't ask for anything. I even offered to give him a subscription to my AVN fans for being so cool, and he was like, no, I just do this because and I was like, awesome, dude. So that's great. I don't want also my timeline just riddled with sub stuff. I'm sorry, subs, but if I were literally to follow every single sub that follows me, it would just be crazy. And a lot of these subs, I'll go, when a sub follows me, I go check them out. I do. And if they have 10,000, they're following 10,000 people. No. I just, no. And honestly, if they're interested in me, they're checking out my feed. If they really are interested in me, they will, approach me correctly, DM me, and then we'll have a relationship. I have relationships with my subs. A lot of them, I don't scream to the heavens, because some literally have only gotten their Twitter to follow me. They have found me in other areas like YouTube and stuff like that. And I'm mostly on Twitter, so I tell them, do a Twitter. And then they literally are just following me. They don't want to be bothered by other people. And I have a full-on relationship with them through my DMs and whatever other way. You know, it's really nobody's business. So I don't want subs thinking that I'm just some fucking big ass bitch that's like, fuck you, you gotta come to me. Well, that's true, you do. I will check out your profile. And you know what? Every now and then, I talk with subs that have never attributed to me because they approached me super respectful and they're cool and we talk. So the only thing I'm going to say, and this is where I thought it might sound harsh, before you start criticizing what other doms do, maybe you really need to understand why they do it. I'm also just very old school. This online femdom, BDSM shit is crazy. And I just think the whole social media thing is crazy at times too. I am not a big social media person anymore because of just all the bullshit that we now are bombarded with. Like my Facebook, oh my God, I hardly ever go on my Facebook anymore. I spend more time on my Twitter than anything else, and that's because it's my kink side, you know? So, but I'm old school in the effect of I got into BDSM almost 30 years ago, okay? Yeah, I may be new to the online version of it, but I'm not new. And the reason I'm saying that is in real life, I'm not chasing fucking subs. They have to approach me. They have to speak to me. They had to call me. They had to do all this shit. If a sub is, I'm shy. Well, okay, you're shy. Then I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to bite you. I'm not going to bite you. But you know what I mean? I'm just like, come on. This whole I'm shy shit, you're fucking behind a computer. You can basically, and if you feel like you fucked up, you could like change your username and move the fuck on Twitter. So that whole shy things, if subs really want to approach and they feel that you are the right fit, they're going to approach you. I am for discreet though. So like I am very discreet with my subs unless they don't want me to be. And then we have a whole conversation about it. But so yeah, I am fucking old school when it comes to, I'm not chasing a motherfucker. In my fucking vanilla life, I don't chase motherfuckers. I don't chase anybody. So yeah, if you follow me, I appreciate you. I really do. If you interact with me, you will get interactions. But I'm not just because somebody follows me, subs are so fickle. They'll like follow you and then they'll unfollow you. Then they'll follow you again and unfollow you. I'm like, are you trying to get my attention? Because if you're trying to get my attention, just comment on something or do something, I'm not going to follow you. So ladies, I get it. If that's not your method, I respect that. But that's why I do it. I don't think I am fucking some cold-hearted asshole who does not appreciate her subs. Of course I do. I appreciate everybody in the industry as long as they're being cool. So there's that. All right. I think I covered all that. Like I said, no shade to anybody if any of the ladies that commented on that post are watching. I'm just, I see so much shit that other doms do, and I just keep my mouth shut. I'm like, ugh. Unless it's like harmful, I don't open my fucking mouth. I don't. I'm like, well, that's what they want to do. Okay, not my fucking thing. And I may think they're stupid or ridiculous or this or that. But guess what? I keep my fucking mouth shut because it's not any of my concern. And when you stop concerning yourself with other people's shit, and I'm just saying this in general to everybody, oh my God, life gets so much less stressful unless their shit is affecting you. I mean, honestly, if you think I'm hurting myself by, saying that about the whole sub thing, then you should be happy because that's, more people that will come to you. I'm just saying, ladies, I love you all. I think you're all amazing. We're all here to learn from each other. I totally understand what was said, but it's not like that. I have really good relationships with subs, so, I appreciate subs. I really do. So anyways, okay. So I got a question on my YouTube from somebody who wanted me to clarify the difference between a sub that serves you. I hope I'm getting this right. A sub you own, and then a quote unquote quote slave who has no rights. Okay, so let me go with the slave part. I do not like using that word because to me, all of this is consensual. I get that people might have fantasies of completely having no rights, having to be told, like, I get that, but I don't like using that, that word. I don't have slaves. I have subs that serve me, and everything's consensual. I never make anybody do anything they don't want to do. I definitely always in real life had a safe word. I can even have a safe word in the humiliation part too. I don't want to fucking damage somebody. I get if somebody has a fantasy and they want to completely be like owned and told what to do and have no rights. I get that. Like, could you do a real life session like that? Yeah, and I'm not opposed to it, but in no way, shape, or form, even if I did a real life session like that, would I consider that person my slave. I mean, I have people hit me up being like, how do you feel about somebody living in your basement and they only come up when you tell them to? And I'm like, that's called kidnapping. Like, I get the fantasy, but it's a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little creepy. I'm just not into that whole, I want somebody serving me because that is just their, desire to serve me, not be my fucking slave. So I can't really talk on the whole slave thing. And honestly, through all of my years of when I did real life sessions and everything like that and hung around the BDSM scene in LA and stuff, I have never met somebody who had a submissive who they treated like that type of slave. Never. And trust me, I was around a lot of motherfuckers. So I've never met anybody like that. So I can't really talk on that, but that's just my opinion. Okay, the difference between a serving sub and a owned sub. So when you're a serving sub, you're basically serving your mistress, but you don't necessarily have to be exclusive to that mistress. Each sub, it's a conversation that you should have. You can't lump everybody together. Each one of my subs is very unique in their desires and how they serve me. And we have a discussion about that. I have one owned sub, and I have a sub that's under consideration. And under consideration is I put some guidelines up and I say you got to do this and blah, 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 be respectful, blah, 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 blah. And it's the consideration period is kind of to see if, I mesh with that sub and vice versa. I mean, the sub might be like, yeah, she's not for me. And that's cool. I do a minimum 30 days and then we, chat about it. This has to be done, blah, blah, blah. So that's somebody, and then they only serve me. The only way they can serve anybody else is if I deem it okay. If I'm like, yeah, or I tell them they have to go do X, Y, and Z. So that's the only way they can serve somebody else. Own sub. Now, serving subs, I have one. I talk about his ass all the time. He a pain in my ass. He comes and serves me. He likes being scolded. He likes being, he drives me absolutely insane. And he loves that. He loves that. He loves the reaction I get. And I know that. And it's a game between us. And then he kind of disappears and goes and plays with other doms. He always comes back to me. I find it really funny. He'll go play with younger ones. He'll go play with some, old school ones and stuff like that. And then he comes crawling back and I tell him, you're probably saying the same thing to all those other girls. But whatever. He serves me. He'll drop into my DMs and be like, how can I serve you, mistress? And I'm like, well, how do you want to serve me? If I'm just I don't know, you got money? Or you want to buy me something? Whatever. And then I have him do shit. I humiliate him and I have him do tasks and all kinds of stuff. He loves it. And he's just super respectful. And I always tell my subs, just don't ghost me. So if you're just a serving sub, I'm kind of well, if you're not wanting to be under consideration, that's cool. To me, you're a serving sub and you might disappear here and there. I might check in on you and be like, are you alive? Are you good? And I'm not checking in on you for that to get money. I'm checking on you because I honestly care. I want to make sure people are okay. So yeah. That's if anybody has anything to add, let me know. Oh, there's also collared slaves. Now, an owned slave can turn into a collared slave. So a collared slave basically has a collar and you put a tag on them that basically says they're your property, you own them or whatever. I had a collared slave way back in the 90s and actually had two. But yeah, that was in real life too. I don't know if any of, if my own slave eventually wants to become collared. You at least have to be owned by me for a year or more. And then it's kind of hard. If you have subs that are married, have girlfriends, and they live with them, the struggle is real at times. Because like I said, I never do home wrecking. And I don't want the kink to affect their relationship negatively. I'm here to give them something that they're not able to get through their vanilla relationships. I'm not here to break up their relationships. I'm here to curb things. They have to take care of their families, their girlfriends, everybody. That's first and foremost, and themselves. So, yeah. So being collared, it's kind of hard because you got to give the person the collar. And they got to fucking, if they live with their wives, girlfriends, whatever, it's they got to stash that shit. And the last thing, it's could you imagine your wife or you finding your husband or boyfriend, you know, a collar that says owned by Queen PK. They'd be like, what the fuck? You know, so I'm trying to work something out with my own sub. I want to have him do a wish list on Amazon that I can add stuff to and buy for him. Yeah, I even buy shit for my subs. I do. So, anywho, I'm working that out. I think I know how I'm going to do this. So, I got to look into some shit for him. But, anywho, yeah. So, the whole slave thing, like I said, not my thing. I get it if it's a fantasy thing. But I just don't, you know, I just don't have that mindset of where I think somebody should be my motherfucking slave. Like, no human rights slave. No. So, I'm not your girl for that one. Anywho, yeah. But anyways, yeah. Anybody else have any questions on stuff? Everybody getting ready for the holidays? I went to my ENT appointment yesterday. Talking to the doctor about my septum surgery, which is going to be done in like a couple weeks. It hit me. I got really nervous. She's like, don't worry, I'm not going to fuck it up. And I'm like, oh, good. So, yeah. So anywho, yeah, I know I really kind of want to do content. I am just right now trying to get my house in order. I feel bad because my pup got me that lighting package and I really want to like use it and utilize it. I'm just so fucking busy right now. It's crazy. I actually have like my company Christmas party. I was supposed to like do a Christmas holiday dinner with some friends. We're going to do it in January after all this shit's done. I'm just trying not to get stressed out or anything like that. Also, I wanted to go get I was going to go get a manicure at least and a pedicure. And I got my surgery papers and I can't go in there with any freaking nail polish on even. So I wanted to kind of really do some like feet content if I was up to it when I was recuperating, because you know I gotta see my face, but my feet can't look that cute then. I don't know. So I promise I'm going to get better with my content. Thursday, actually, I was thinking about doing stuff, but I have to take my car in for a service, and I think my alternator's going bad. Yeah. But the good thing is I have an extended warranty. It actually expires December 31st this year. So I'm like, holy shit. And there's only $100 deductible. So if it is my alternator going bad, it was going to cost me $1,300. I was like, what? So yeah, that's no bueno. I don't know if it is my alternator though. I don't know. But anywho, I'm taking my car in Thursday and I'm going to have them go over it with a fine fucking tooth comb. Because my warranty is done on the 31st. So fix fucking everything now. If there's anything else, I mean, do it. So yeah, it's weird. This year's almost over, people. How crazy is that, huh? How fucking crazy is it? I have really fucking enjoyed getting my kink on, rediscovering my side, you know, just bringing it back out. It has honestly empowered me so much. It really has. And ladies, I hope it does the same for you. And subs, I really hope that you also are getting something amazing out of this life. If it's ruining you, then don't get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. And I mean that on both levels. If it's too emotional, if it's too taxing or whatever, it's not worth your mental health. I got out of the sex biz for years and years and years because I needed to. I just had to, I had to get my fucking shit together. It is hard, and I'm just going to tell this to you younger ladies. This shit ends. As far as like beauty fucking fades. Trust me. Beauty fades. And if you're hot and you got it going on, and you're young and this and that, fucking monopolize, make all that coin you can, hone your skills. If you really want to do this shit as you get older, there's a lot of older doms out there that are fucking killing it. I admire the shit out of them. I mean, I'm gonna be 53 next year. Holy fucking shit. So I admire it, but just save your money, invest. I know, like, trust me. Trust me, I know. Get a financial advisor, buy a house, do something just so you're stabilized, and fucking take care of yourself mentally. This can drain you. You get a lot of haters and people say really shitty things, and even knowing like it's like whatever, it can get to you after a while. I'm glad that at the older age I am, when people talk shit, I'm just like, when I was younger, it hurt a lot worse. So whatever. But anywho, I know I'm rambling right now. I'm at work, so I am going to peace out, and I hope everybody has a fabulous day. And please comment and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you like it, great. If you don't, great also. If you're interacting with my channel, you're just running it up. So for all those haters, some of the comments I get from the haters, I'm just like, I'm not even religious, but some of you motherfuckers need to find Jesus. All right, guys, you know what you need to do. Tribute.